Today is day 1 of daily upload month, and today we're going to do Asia, the Kuwait Empire. Just like I promised, we're going to do a Kuwait Empire with 100,000 gold. And yes, of course, we're going to start off invading Iraq. Now, of course, we're going to have to do something to protect it. I wonder what alliance. Okay, I forgot to delete the alliances, but doesn't really matter. And the Kuwait Empire will begin by invading Iraq. The new capital will become Baghdad. And from there, we'll just go and invade all the neighbors. I mean, it's the most logical course of action. At this time, North and South Korea would probably be coming in conflict. Okay, now we're going to do this. And Kuwait has the Middle East. Well, most of it, most of East Asia under their control. They can invade Kazakhstan now, like they will. And now Pakistan is Us getting invaded by the Kuwait Empire. Yes, this is daily upload month. If you want Ages of Conflict live streams, please subscribe. Leave a comment on which country's empire you want to do next. And now Pakistan is going to get invaded. Well, they're going to invade. And yes, Kuwait City is going to come back to Kuwait. And now Kuwait will invade China. And Mongolia. And India. And looking at it, I could be pretty sure that this would happen. To stop them, I guess. As this has 12 members and there's 14. The mothers will want to join too. An alliance against, well, yeah. The Maldives is having the most success as they are the only one to actually and since Mongolia just died, there's a whole new bigger front line China and Russia have to focus on. I mean, the Kuwait is close to Beijing. And China does not want to lose what they just lost up there. North Korea is working with Japan, which is China's working with the Philippines. And now North Korea will play. Well, Russia did get defeated. Maldives has made a landing in Somalia, though. And now the invasion of Myanmar begins for Kuwait. Now this is what's probably going to happen. They're going to unite and Kuwait is going to invade. Now you might be wondering why they united. Because they want to stop Kuwait and they can get their independence after. But the question is, can they? I mean, there is troops in circle over here that couldn't escape, which caused a whole bunch of casualties. They did just lose lots of China. And the capital city of Russia is about to be taken, as it is encircled. The capital city has been moved to Mail. India is under control of Kuwait, so it's China. South Korea is almost on Kuwait control. Now, at this point, I'm pretty sure that the Treaty of Mutual Alliance will surrender. I mean, they just got the other capital city encircled. Almost. I mean, they are fighting good, but they just lost it. As it is now in the city of Davao in Manila is gone. And of course, they're still trying to fight in Vietnam, but Kuwait is pushing them back. They're also almost kicked out of Japan. It's the only fighting up here. And of course, they do have a lot more gold because, well, they did start off with more gold, but they are burning to the gold Kuwait. Will soon run out of gold, so the invasion has to go quick. And they ran out of gold very quickly. Unlike the brutal assistance, Kuwait has been just now they're gone. Kuwait is China encircles Singapore, which does go quite successfully almost. But China does push them back. Well, I'll just call this China because it has a Chinese flag. Borneo is the probably biggest place for Kuwait to try to invade. But they also have to try to invade this peninsula right here. At this point, the Treaty of Mutual Assistance, or China, is probably trying to go on the defensive to get a peace treaty out of here. And in a peace treaty, if it would happen, they would keep all the islands that they have in control. They'll have Borneo and half of Indonesia still, while Kuwait will get the rest of Asia. And the Treaty of Mutual Assistance is losing Borneo. So of course Kuwait will want peace, but they will want to keep Borneo. And they do have 600 gold. China has 900, and China just got kicked out of Borneo and almost kicked out of Java. At this point, the people in these last remaining places will support peace or surrender or unconditional surrender or capitulation. And of course, Kuwait does have the most nukes now. They took India's nukes, they took Pakistan's nukes, they took Israel's nukes, maybe Iran's nukes if they have some, Russia's, China's, North Korea's, and they even invaded Africa. China's trying to connect up to this territory over here so they can get the troops to escape, but Kuwait captured it. And now China only has 200 tiles. As Kuwait makes a landing, pushing them out the island, getting them to the island of Timor-Leste. So at this time, this is just Timor-Leste or Indonesia. Because there's probably no way China can get all the way back here. They captured the lost territory. And yeah. Now I'm just gonna do this, which cost them $16,000. That's all. Hopefully, they just had to do it because they wanted, well, to have core cities. Could have been a mistake. And this is the Kuwait Empire. If you liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe. Subscribe if you want to have Ages of Conflict live stream. And next up is the Bahrain Empire because of my latest video, which the Ages of Conflict game crashed. But they were the last neutral nation, so they do get their empire. And see you next time.